going viral, nigga. Find out, Herbs and Munchies. Going crazy.
Oh, I got you.
Kiki. I like that part. He asked, do I love him? But I'm like, Kiki.
He say he can't live without me. Well, that nigga dead. He saying he really love me. I leave that nigga on red. He want feelings, I want the money instead. Ooh, I'ma burn for that bread. Pussy talk to a nigga like Ted. I fuck him up in the head. Bomb a little bitch like Saki. Hot little mouth like Taki. Ice all on me, no frosty. Pussy like pink like diamonds. Tell your little nigga get off me. He wanna love me proudly. Inside the whip off brown like Bobby. Sipping holy water, no Molly. I'm in the hill getting figures, no Tommy. I'm with the city of lights, tsunami. He wanna cuff on me. Never had a bitch getting cheese like me. Pretty little ting ting, get to the green green like a fucking fiend fiend. I just pussy wet like the sea. I make him wanna swim in me. Rookie Michael Phelps with the deep. Baby daddy, be the thing of Ali. As long as he know when I'm done, I get it ass back to the streets. He say he can't live without me. Well, that nigga dead. He saying he really love me. I leave that nigga on red.
Damn, you one of them? You leave him on red? We'll talk about it.
I'm married to money. Entangled with money, my side nigga money. And I ain't selling pussy, but that nigga know if we fucking it, he gotta come with some honey. It's the way that I fuck him, make him think I love him, but I cannot love him. I just slide on that thing like he like. Now he calling me mommy, but I ain't his mother. And I'm chasing that money.
We gonna end it like that. We gonna end it like that. Okay,
Let's
okay.
go.
I see the vibes you bring in today.
All right.
You did.
Hey, that's my track I'm pushing right now too. So hey, it's lit.
Facts. Herbs and Munchies podcast. I'm back in this motherfucker. You dig? And got a special guest. Long awaited. Heard about you for a long time. You've been doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
Exhale Top.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining Herbs and Munchies.
It's so my name is kind of complicated. So it's like TAOP,
Yeah.
like the acronym. As far as like I guess pronunciation or whatever.
Okay, so explain your name for me, because the way it's spelled, TAOP,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is that significant to something, or how did you come up with that?
So it actually stands for the art of persuasion. So yeah, it's supposed to be like an acronym, right? It's deep. Like people, when I say it, they be like, "What?"
Whoa.
But yeah, so it stands for the art of persuasion. I guess I started with writing poetry like before I did music. So I feel like that's what you're doing as an artist, persuading. You want people to feel your vibe, whether it's music, painting, dancing, whatever it is. You're trying to persuade people in that moment. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty unique. And then the exhale part, where did that come from?
I guess it's just how I look at it. Like I really don't know. I can't remember like when I first decided like, oh, it's exhale. But I just know to me it's like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm putting it out there and I want other people to take it in, you know what I'm saying? So like
dope.
I'm releasing.
That's dope. Yeah, because when I listen to your music, I do get like a breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you.
Nah, that's lit. That's lit. So starting off this interview, look, I've heard about your name through Director E, and Director E was supposed to be with me on this interview, but things came up. She couldn't make it. We might get a call with her later, but if not, we're gonna rock out. We got our little drinks. We got Moscato. I guess we'll toast up real quick before we get started.
Go.
I got some red wine though. You know how I keep it. Cool. That's pretty good. So I guess the first thing that stuck out to me about you was your confidence. You being able to transition from music. You just released a book. And it was about your life. This wasn't just a fiction book. This was basically an autobiography. Did I say that right? Biography about your life, and we spoke about it a little bit, but we'll get into that in the second half of this interview. But your confidence on stage, the words you use in your music, I grasp that, and not a lot of people are able to just express themselves like that. Like where did that come from? Where did that confidence come from?
Honestly, I don't know. Like as far as putting it out there, like that's the crazy part. Because I used to be like super shy about stuff like that. Super shy about performing. Like I'm at like it's crazy. Like you know what I mean. Like that was not where I was at with it. So as far as that, like, yeah, I don't know where that came from. I just popped out and it felt good and it felt right. So I kept it up. And now, you know, it's good. And then it comes down to the point too, where it's like you keep telling yourself you want to do something, you putting yourself on stage, for example. I mean, you gotta do it. I mean, you can't just sit up there and look stupid. So
yeah, they be looking at you like this. Right, stone face.
You learn real quick to go with the flow. But then once you get started, you know, you gotta take that first leap because everybody's scared to sometimes, you know, put stuff out there, announce stuff, whatever. But once you take that first leap, it's kind of like, well, why not? Why would I stop? You know, so you gotta just keep doing it. You know,
is it a thing like where when you first heard your voice? So like, I guess take me back to the time where you recorded your first song. How did that feel? You heard your voice over the track and you was like, look, this is what I want to do, or what was that time like?
I think it was a good time. I can't even remember. Oh, well, the first time I recorded was a long time ago. Right. Yeah, that was definitely a lit time. It was like a group of friends and stuff. We was going in like on some Fuji's type shit. Like, it was crazy.
That's where it always starts, right. You know.
And that was definitely fun, and that was dope. We was definitely running them tracks back. But as far as like fast forward to the future, like, because it was like kind of a big gap between that and then when I really started pursuing music, for real, it's like I'm thinking of a couple different things. But when I went to my first like good studio, that hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like the quality and everything, and then hearing myself like that, I was like, ooh, that shit hard. Like, I like that.
Facts. Were you nervous at all?
Yeah, I was definitely, because it was pretty much right when I first started doing music. I was performing, like kind of like more poetic songs. So like I ain't have no track. None of the stuff was recorded. Like I was just performing over the beat or whatever. But then I was like trying to turn up a little bit because I was going to all these shows and everybody was turning. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to turn up. So yeah, that's when I really hit the stew and like recorded like some more kind of like turn shit. My song Exhale Season or whatever. That was my first song I like really, really recorded.
Okay. Damn, that kind of stamped your name right there.
That's why I did that one. Yeah, first video and everything.
Manifested it.
Right. So yeah, that felt good. Sounded good, but I was nervous. But I was working with Major Green. Shout out that guy, Hire Major.
Nice, Hire Major. We know Major.
Yeah, that's that guy for real. So you know that thing came out super crispy. So yeah, that was like, yeah, I like
Facts.
this.
Was it at Raleigh Wood? Because
this was before. It was called Vibe House back then. I think it was a different studio that he was working at. It was like a few years ago. But I have recorded with him at Raleigh Wood. You know.
Nice. Yeah, he been doing his thing, man. Facts. So I guess let's dig into your childhood. What was growing up like for Exhale?
I grew up in the country, like in Siler City. So like I was born in Chapel Hill and I lived there for like the first few years of my life. But then we moved to Siler City, like country life. So it was quiet. I used to read books a lot, which I attribute to why I like writing in general.
I commend you for that. Yeah. I'm just getting back into reading, so I definitely commend you for that.
Yeah, books I love that. So I used to read a lot, play outside a lot. So I feel like, when books and stuff, everything real detailed, being outside all the time, it's like nature and you just have your mind and your imagination and stuff. So I feel like that kind of contributed to me being like a more creative person. But yeah, it was chill. I grew up with my grandparents. It was really chill. Like, I kind of feel like, I don't know, the person that I am, I don't know. It didn't really fit into like, the shell. I don't know how to describe it, but like the shell I guess I grew up in or whatever. I don't know. Well, if that makes sense.
It makes sense because I grew up in the country. I was definitely in my grandma and grandfather's house all the time. And I just went outside, and this was before I even had a basketball goal. I would shoot the ball on a little square.
Word.
But it made my mind creative. It told me that you might not have the basketball goal now, but you can manifest yourself to having that in the future. So if I just keep hitting the square, maybe I'm gonna have backboard shots when I get on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But just having the ability to go outside and just be free is what I don't think some of these kids get now because of the screens. So and then when I asked you about your confidence, that definitely brings it full circle for me. So I definitely understand now. So I mean that's cool in a sense. Now let me take one break real quick. Where you be working out?
At the crib, but yeah, we got like an outdoor punching bag.
Ooh, let's get it.
Yeah, so that's really my main workout for real. Like I'll do some boxing and I do some kicks, and then I got like a weight thing, and I do like squats and other girly shit. But
we be on the same shit, trying to get it in either way we can.
And the boxing is good for the breath, so yeah, I fucks with that because that shit'll take you out. And
yeah, because you on stage and moving all the time. I know that shit's your wind be getting from you. That's good hearing that your childhood was like that, because I definitely can see that confidence level and you're able to shine. Creative as hell. And then the lyrics, you remind me a lot of, her name is Lady London from New York. She just say what the hell is on her mind.
Is she the one with the how's her hair? No. Oh, okay.
I don't think that's her. She more like, kind of remind you a little bit of Dej Loaf.
Okay. It's like I know her name, but okay.
She had a couple freestyles that went viral.
Okay.
And then that's kind of really what put her on the map, and now she just been dropping music and tearing it up.
Okay.
But back to XL. So, I guess we'll jump into your actual music. Now, you dropped 2 EPs, and those EPs are
XL Season. That was my first one. And the second one's called The Feels.
Nice. And The Feels is actually on Spotify. It's an album. I've been bumping it all day. And you gotta bring me up to speed now. You was speaking some Spanish. And I was like, I was like, hold on. What is your nationality?
I mean, I'm a black girl. I'm a little
you don't have...
I'm not Hispanic though.
Oh, okay. So it was. Yeah, I was like, maybe she got a side that's she's half and half. Okay, but full black. Okay, cool. But it's amazing to me for you to be able to do that over beats. I was ass at Spanish in 8th grade.
Word.
I'm trying to tell you, like, I would be good with like doing little lessons or whatnot, but when we got to that test, it was over with for me.
I love Spanish class, for real. That's where it started for me.
How did that record come together, though?
I don't know. I listen to a lot of like reggaeton and stuff like that anyway, like a lot of Latin music anyway. So like I probably sometimes listen to that more than I listen to like American music, because whatever. Okay, like for example, you hop in the car, you hook up to the aux. It's probably certain stuff that you might gravitate to more often than not if you don't know what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pull up like some reggaeton, Latin artists, Spanish music, and I just be vibing to it. So I just kind of wanted to make something, on that vibe. But obviously, I speak English,
yeah.
So I went with a little Spanglish vibe, and it came out, pretty good, pretty quick. And most of the time when I'm doing stuff like that, I'm using Spanish that I know. Like I don't be trying to go all the way outside of the pocket. Sometimes, you gotta reach a little bit to make stuff make sense, and I'm not fluent. So, but most of the time it's gonna be, the stuff that I already know. I'm gonna use that because it comes more natural anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. I plan on doing a lot more with that, too, with the Spanglish vibe.
Yeah, no, it sounds amazing.
Thank you.
And you don't hear a lot of people try to step outside of their box.
Right. Even some Hispanic people don't even really be rapping in Spanish for real. They just be rapping in English. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to step right in y'all little lane.
Yeah,
y'all
but
don't want to take it.
Goes back to that confidence. I'm trying to tell you, like, you just got to have it. And then on The Feels, we have Slide. Now, I want to say Slide is, we can talk all about Slide. Just because from the music, from the video, from what it's done to the culture, as in being on the radio and all that, it's been a big record for you.
Yeah.
Is that your biggest record?
I would say so. Yeah, and considering all of, like you said, it being on the radio and everything, I perform it pretty much every time I perform. It's got a dance, like a line dance type vibe. It's most people that's, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Slide, that's my song, So yeah, I would say so.
Okay. and I mean, if you look in the video, she's in the skating ring. I respect that you put Black people all in your video. Like she talks about melanin in the video. Look, listen. If it's Black Excel is pushing for sure. So I definitely respect that.
Hey.
And the dude in the video wasn't your typical abs, all that. It was a regular dude, regular dude that you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, Excel is dope. Like, I feel like visually you got the message like across all platforms. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, but the fact that you captured just the culture in that video was cool. We love to go to the skating rink. We love to dance, music, and that was it.
Yeah. That was fun too.
Treatment for your video. Is that all you? Or are you...
I get a lot of influence from different places because I'm not always very visual. Like I might have a general idea sometimes or little bits and pieces, but no, I'm like I'll write the song all day, but hey, I need some other minds to come in with that. So I'll hit my friends up, be like, what vibes is it giving you? You know, the videographer, I'm hitting them up like, hey, talk to me, like, what do you see? You know, like. And then I'll piece it together and see like, okay, what do I like, that everybody brings up. And then we go from there. So, or I try to watch other videos maybe from other artists that I like and just see, you know what I'm saying? Some different vibes. But yeah, it's not all me. Whew.
Hey, you able to network though.
Yeah, and I like
you're not
that,
scared
though.
to reach out. Because
people think of stuff that you don't think about. You know what I mean? So that's like my favorite part about it. Like, ooh, yeah, let me pick your brain because they gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, that's a crazy idea. Like I ain't even think of that. So yeah, I love that.
Nah, hey, I rocks with it. A couple of other videos, it's just everybody's just on sync. Like, no one is out of place. It's not a run and gun video. You can tell that the video was thought out.
Yeah.
And you just do not see that. And I always tell artists, think about what you want to do before you turn the camera on. You never just want to turn the camera on and like, let's just go. Let's shoot this scene. Let's think about how it'll look.
I've seen it happen. They get there, it's the day of, and they trying to figure out what they about to do. Like I've seen it. So I'm like,
everything down from the wardrobe. Look, she got it. Y'all make sure y'all check out all the videos on YouTube for sure. Even the Dolph joint. I was like, yo, where were you at in the Dolph joint?
I was, was I here?
It's like a boutique one.
What you call it? I don't, Lord, see, I'm terrible for advertisement. But it was at, not that, but what's the other one called? Not Crabtree, but, what's that little?
Triangle?
Yeah, it was at Triangle Town Center. They actually have a lot of black-owned businesses in there. So it was in there. It was upstairs. Yeah, that's
okay. Hey, look, if you go up there, you'll see it. That's all we gonna say.
Upstairs. It was dope though.
Facts. No, I just commend you for your videos, and I definitely wanted to highlight that side of it. Now, what was your dream to get the song on the radio, or what are you pushing for? Because you already didn't touch something that people dream about. People dream about either playing on TV, whether it's sports, or getting that song on the radio. And now that you've accomplished that, it's like, what still pushes you? Like, what?
Everything. That shit's spinning on the radio, but I mean, I ain't got no $1 million, so what you mean? Like, it's lit. But see, that's the type of person I am. Like, yeah, that's an accomplishment and it's dope and I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, that ain't, I need so much more than that. You know what I mean? So I'm always keep going. I need a few songs spinning on the radio. I need songs spinning on the radio outside of my state. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, those are still baby steps. So, it's way bigger than that. So you just keep going. But that's the type of stuff that's supposed to motivate you too. Like, wow, all of this is really happening. But yeah, I got one of those brains where like, I get excited about stuff and I understand that it happened and that it was dope, but it doesn't necessarily satisfy me to where I'm gonna be like, yeah, my song on the like, cause you know what I mean? I got others, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's like knock the goal out, but keep working.
Right, I barely see that shit. Like I'm hyped. People still send me a video, a text, like, hey, I just heard Slide. But, I'm like, oh, thanks, great, lit. And I might post it or whatever, but it's still kind of, that's automatically pushed to the back of my head because, like, what am I doing next? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I always tell people it's like, you kind of focus on what you're creating and then, but when you let it out into the world, you can't really try to find what people think about it. It's just like, let them eat it up. And then that's it. And, keep working, though, but stay focused.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. Okay. I don't know much about signs.
I don't really participate in that. But
I just wonder because of how you said that. But okay, cool. Cool. You know, I actually worked in the radio for a little bit.
Word?
You know, I interned. I wouldn't say work.
That's
in
experience.
Radio, but a lot of people was just calling the motherfucking phone like, "Hey man, I got this song. I was like, I don't think this shit work like that, my boy. Like you got to actually network with the people that's running it. I guess can we talk about that? Like who do you network with that is at these radio stations? And
I mean, you know it. Sorry.
no, I got it. No, you good?
No, for real though, I would say, you know, DJs. You gotta network with DJs.
Specifically.
Of course, you know, the hosts and stuff like that. Really anybody there, obviously, but then it's really gonna end up coming down to that DJ because they're the ones that's spinning it. So yeah, them DJs that's very important.
Yep.
And I think artists underestimate that in general, whether it's radio DJ, a club DJ, like if they really doing something, you need to tap in with them, network with them, go to events they gonna be at. You not performing, you just holler at them, take them out to eat, you know, You gotta tap in because they fuck with you.
Take it so far as to taking out a damn. You just said the right. Yes.
Yeah,
you gotta show them you want. Look, I appreciate what you do. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can work in the future. Maybe not. But you know,
but it's still the gesture because they not gonna forget.
Yep.
I mean, you can fuck it up still. You can take them out to eat and still fuck it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I gotta, you know, a couple like I just said, like they know, or I'm at the event. I'm gonna ask you what you want to drink because you're the DJ that spins my song on the radio.
Thanks.
Like, you want to get drunk tonight?
I already know you got that hospitality.
It is what it is.
You got that hospitality.
Yeah.
No, that's how you gotta do it for sure.
Artists be. Child, they skip over it. They scared to spend money. Like it's a tragedy out here.
Yeah,
y'all need to tighten up.
What artists do you actually work with? Take a sip.
What do you mean, like specifically, or just like what in general? Like what attributes do they need to have? Or you mean like specific people? I
guess what I'm asking is, who do you network with most? Is it more singers, rappers, and you could say the name. You don't have to say the name, but you know just. Who you kind of networking with that's in the Raleigh area, RDU area?
I mean, I feel like I have like a somewhat close-knit group of friends that are also artists. Just because we, are at a lot of the same shows, the same crowd.
Lit.
And I mean, that's a kind of a general range. I would say mostly rappers, just because, I mean, there's a lot of rappers. But
ton of them.
But then singers too, and then even in this friend group that I'm talking about, it's really kind of versatile anyway. So I really honestly can't even say like, oh, it's mostly rappers. But for one, I started with Carolina Waves, so a lot of the people that I have in mind right now are people that also started with Carolina Waves or either perform frequently at Carolina Waves.
Carolina Waves, they do a lot though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A lot of events.
I am, you know what I'm saying? She be putting on, that's what I'm saying. Like she the type to have events where the DJs actually come, the people from the radio actually come, and it's your job to go up to them and communicate and use your mouth besides just performing on stage like everybody just did. Like, you know what I mean? Go have a conversation network. Like,
definitely.
And just be going over niggas' heads. And I don't understand it. But anyway, they be expecting to perform and just have people just run up to them and be like, hey, I'm going to sign you. And it doesn't fucking work like that.
No, it don't.
You have to talk and use your fucking mouth. But anyway, Carolina Waves. But yeah, people like in my close friend group that do music, Icy the Boss, that's my baby boo. And then my friends, right, Ari Quinn, Davon, Richie Nelson, Ty Harris, Stitch. So like DJ R&B who DJs for a lot of Mirror stuff, Carolina Waves, he got 4 Phones NC, so all the artists from there, TL Lane, South from, my friend Alicia Marie, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's a million people I could name. It's a lot of people too that we just show love on social media, even if we haven't met in person yet. Like we just support each other grind.
Yeah, because it's bigger than just going on the stage. As long as you got that network, because you might not make it in rap, you might not make it in singing, but it's always different jobs inside the industry that you can acquire. Like you can obtain these jobs later down the line. You don't want to rap no more, maybe you can A&R.
It's a ton of people that's like that. Yeah, they used to be an artist. So for one, they know that side of it. But now they've grown to learn even more about, what they really needed and didn't have. But now they can help somebody else have it. You know what I'm saying?
There'll be a ton of groups of rappers that no one has a camera, no one knows how to record. I'm like, yo, if you invest in the camera, maybe the whole group will be put on now.
Mm-hmm. Everybody will prosper.
Yeah. And it's more than us trying to always just grab the mic and we be in the front and center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel that. What do you like more, recording or performing?
That's a loaded question. Yeah, I feel like recording is lit because, you finally about to lay the track down. You like, shit, I'm about to finally get to listen to it, whatever. But then sometimes it can be frustrating because sometimes when you just been rapping something out loud, then when you finally get the headphones on and you really hear it, like, I don't know, the delivery, whatever, it might not sound the way you thought it was going to sound. So sometimes I be getting frustrated, but it is fun.
Yeah.
Performing, though. Woo, child. So...
Oh, Lord, what you about to say?
I don't know. Like, I love performing, but then sometimes I really don't be feeling like performing. Like, not for any particular reason, but it's just like, and it just depends because sometimes, certain shows, it's like really nothing about your life is going to change if you perform at this show. You're just doing it because somebody asked you to. And which is lit because thank you for asking me and thinking that I'm fucking dope. Like, I love you and I appreciate you. But then, sometimes obviously as an artist that just be doing shit all the time, you be like, whoa, child, I could stay at the house tonight, but you know what? I'm going to pop out. But it is fun at the same time because when you do get to that point where, you performing and people like know the words and they vibing with you, singing along with you or whatever, like, I mean, you can't really get that nowhere else. So that's lit as fuck.
That's for
you
sure.
Know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah. So,
no, I know go ahead. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I guess I technically didn't answer the question. So I guess I'm going to just go with performing.
Performing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I know it's kind of iffy with performing just because it's like, I gotta boost myself up or get this energy to get hype to push this crowd. The crowd might be here for a certain rapper. Woo, they might not even want to be here for me, but still, if I can muster up this energy, they might leave. Fuck the battery.
Yeah, some crowds are fucking trash. Oh, you talking about that? It is frustrating because it's like they just care about whoever they came to see. Or people don't show no love while you performing, but then they be coming up to talk to you after. But like they didn't really clap or like you didn't really see them going like this or nothing. But then they want to come talk. Yeah, oh that was dope. I'm like, was it? Fucking idiot, because it was really quiet after I got done. So that's kind of annoying, but at this point you get used to it anyway because like, I mean, you gotta think about it realistically. Like we be gravitating towards like famous people. So if you just see a motherfucker you don't know, I mean, unless they just do some super magical shit, you probably gonna be like, okay, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't take it personal. Cause shit, I go to shows and don't be hyped for everybody that performs. So I get it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have your nights.
Right. I feel like pretty much every time I perform though, somebody I don't know come and say something. So it must be going all right.
So you one of the people that look at the positive side rather than always looking at negative things I would say?
I'm very negative sometimes, which I think people don't expect. Yeah, it's okay. I'm pretty, I don't care. I'm pretty open.
Okay.
I'm very negative sometimes. And yeah, people wouldn't expect that because of, like you said, I guess, you put my exhale on, you know what I mean? But yeah, because it's hard. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like when you speak on me being confident, like that's hilarious. So, because I'm, real. I'm still real. So like I still get nervous. I still be overthinking shit. I be overthinking the caption. I be like, oh, am I really about to post this? So I'm about to drop a book. Oh, is people gonna show up to my event? Oh, this performance probably gonna be trash. Like, you know what I mean?
It's all in your head.
Yeah, literally. And that's what I'm saying. Like people gotta conquer that. But yeah, that's something that I still be having to work on. And that's, why, I don't know, I don't really care. And I say that shit out loud, and I think people appreciate it, because sometimes I make, like, reels about that, and I just be letting artists know, like, it's okay to fucking feel like that. Like, you're a normal human. And it's art, and you're putting yourself out there. That shit isn't fucking easy. Like, we might make it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I be overthinking shit all the time, so...
Yeah, you put a lot of transparency in this book here. We're going to get into that. I mean, hop into the reels first, because I did see one of the you did. Yo, you had like 3 or 4 pieces of paper, And when I say that paper was covered with ink, I was like, oh,
like my notebook or whatever.
Well,
or
bars.
was it?
I think it was bars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot because I asked you about the performing or recording, but I see that you're very passionate about your words because you write them down. Is it more comfortable for you to go into the booth with a complete thought, having your stuff written out? Or do you like to punch in sometimes? Because, everyone likes to punch in, hear the beat, say what they want to say. But over time, does that really translate to how you feel? Did you really get your message out? So, I ain't really asked you a question right there. I was kind of just venting. But I was proud that you had like just notes of lyrics that you wrote. So or do you like punching in,
I'm definitely a writer, and I think that, like I said, comes along with, like, I used to love reading and then like poetry and stuff. I'm definitely a writer. I'm really not gonna go to the studio if I didn't write this shit. I mean, people will definitely invite you to sessions and be like, "Oh, let's just vibe," and I've definitely done that. Like, I mean, I'm a writer, so I can write some quick shit. But most of the time, I sit at home and I'm just vibing the beats and I write, and then I go to the studio. If somebody invites me to the studio, like, hey, got some beats, whatever, like, I will go. But it depends. Like, I feel like I kind of got to be in that vibe to where it's like, all right, bet, I know I'm about to get in here and we just going to flow naturally or whatever. But I'm still going to sit there and rock to the beat for a little bit while we in the stew and write. Like, I'm not just going to go in the fucking book. Like, that's not me. I'm not no freestyler in that type of sense. Just like off the top with it. But
no, I feel that.
But I like writing because it's like, I be having goal. Like, I have intention, even if it's just a bop. Like, I haven't, like, a lot of my bars go together. I don't just be saying random shit. So, like, if you really listen to what I'm saying, like, the shits go together and that shit's fucking hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit go hard. So, I mean, put intention behind my shit.
I definitely understand. And I guess being a woman in a male-dominant industry, how important is it to you to get your voice heard, or women in general? How important is it for women to be heard now in rap?
For me personally, I think it's important because I'm so versatile, and they want to oversaturate it with this and that and the pussy and the ass and the twerk and the whatever. And I mean, I like those types of songs. Sometimes you got to get a little fucking ratchet or a little fucking nasty, but at the same time, like, that's not what the fuck a woman is. And unfortunately, like, that's what the fuck everybody wants to be now. Go get your fucking BBL and your whatever.
Oh,
and like,
man, we've had plenty of conversations in my household about that. Like,
and
what's going on?
I don't want to dive into it because I don't want to offend anybody, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do. So that's just not really my vibe. And I fuck with the fact that it ain't my vibe because I'm just me. Like, and I just feel like it's more relatable in general. But anyway, as far as female rappers, I think it's important because it is oversaturated with males, and like, who wants to just hear that perspective all the time? And that's why sometimes even with my songs that are talking about that kind of like commercial shit, I kind of do it. I talk about niggas the way niggas talk about females. You know what I mean? Like,
flipping it back on them. Okay,
yeah, like in my song "Dead," like, the fuck he say you can't live without me, with that nigga dead, because niggas is always saying that a girl about to be dying over him. Like, like, I like to flip it and pop my shit about niggas the way they talk shit about us, or how they treat us or whatever. So I do like popping that shit, but in general, I like to mix it up, or little stuff like, I have a song, it's unreleased, but I do perform it sometimes because it's just fucking lit. But it's called Up. And I say stuff like, looking in the mirror like, nigga, it's just us. And I'm a girl, but I'm not gonna be like looking in the mirror like, bitch, it's just us. Like, it's just different. Like, I don't just rap like a girl all the time, if that makes sense. Like,
no, I feel you.
So I just like that I'm versatile and stuff. So I think it's very important for different female artists to be heard. It's not always rapping about that same shit.
Well, that's the point of rap to me. Like, I tell people, rap is expression. You don't have to really look for truth in rap because somebody can go in the studio and feel this way and say something, and they could be on a whole totally different plane the next week, the next month, the next year. So not really take that truth, but get that expression from them to let to let you know, look, this person was in there. This is how they was feeling.
It's
they
the
had to
art
get
of
it off their
persuasion.
chest.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, bringing it back to the
Yeah,
call back.
literally.
God, hold on now.
Because it's like, okay, like, for example, my song Dead. I mean, I'm in a whole relationship. You know what I mean? So I'm really not just out here living a savage life right now. But at the same time, it's somebody out there that's going to relate. Because, you know, that's how they might be living right now and feel. So it's like the art of persuasion. Like, they going to feel that vibe.
For sure.
It doesn't mean that, like, that's how I'm living right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Creating a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's what we do. Speaking of when you got a little bit on the BBLs and natural, I don't know how I'm gonna segue into this, but the hair. Exhale, the hair. I seen one of your reels and you had the hair. You was like, look, girls, this is what you should do. You took it and you started doing your joint and you showed them and you showed them the before and after. But that is beautiful because a lot of women think they gotta spend tons of money. You gotta look like this. You gotta be like this. I even heard Nikki in her recent interview saying she did the hair all the way down to her ankles or whatnot, and then all the girls followed but didn't give her credit. Cool, Nikki, you stepped out and did that. But the fact that, I guess, she even brought up Coyle Ray with the braids. And I was like, you know what? That's true. Coyle Ray did just come straight with the braids. Like, I ain't throwing no weave in my hair. Like, I ain't even weave in the sense of like having this straight kind of like white girls. I don't want to say sorry, white girls, but I'm just saying, like, you can be
no
you.
Texture. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I also seen a bill pass saying that Black women are able to freely wear their hair now in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Why did it take so damn long for them to realize it doesn't matter about the hair? It's what that person brings to your company.
They just, it's blackness, baby. They scared of it.
It's so crazy.
But they know why they scared, so.
Exactly. But the fact that you know how to groom your own self and be presentable to walk out in this world and you don't have to pay a dime to nobody or even get mad that nobody messed your hair up. Definitely commend that. We talk about that a lot in my household. I'm like, look, I might not do my hair a lot, but I promise you it smell good. You know, I'm a palm roll this joint. I'm going to cut my beard. I'm going to make sure it's trim. So I push that on young men all the time. Like, dog, dudes be out here paying $100 for haircuts.
Right.
Be like, yo,
crazy.
That money could go to something else. You could be building yourself up, your career up. You have to invest back in yourself, but not that way, giving it just straight to somebody who's doing a service that you could do. So I guess, have you been doing your hair since you were younger or?
I started like messing with my hair like in high school. I had a perm for a long time. You know the typical story.
Oh, the perms.
Right. They just was perming our hair. Didn't even think about the repercussions. But anyway, so I started messing with my hair in high school, which it was still perm back then, I think. But I was like, I started dyeing it and stuff. But I started growing my hair out to natural, like back to natural. I think in like 11th or 12th grade.
Lit.
Yeah, so it was dope. And then I done did all kinds of shit. I had, you know, that we went through the phase where like this whole little chunk of your head was shaved off, but you had the rest, all them styles. My mom I don't know, she didn't necessarily teach me how to like do braids, but she was always really good at doing hair. So I don't know, I guess it just came kind of naturally. It's some stuff that I don't be doing though. Some styles that are more intricate that I might have.
I like your style. You got your own style with the joint at the end hanging off. That's fire.
These were actually supposed to be Coyle Ray, but you know she does the braids with the little curls, but the hair that I've always like way curlier than whatever the hell she be using. But that's actually, I love Coyle Ray. But she kind of inspired these braids. But yeah, I'm kind of weird about this. But fuck it.
Nah, that's lit. That's lit. Yeah. It's different. It's you.
It costs like $10. Like I just buy that.
But people don't have that.
You know what I mean?
Once again, people do not have that confidence to just walk out and be like, I don't give a fuck what you think. This is me.
Yeah.
You know?
I've always been like that though, and I really don't know why. That's what I was saying earlier when I was like saying how I feel like I didn't really fit into like where I grew up at. Because typical country, and then people grow up and they, you know, what do? They become a nurse. All the girls are, you know, they become a nurse, and then all the guys like fucking become a firefighter or work at the factory. You know, like your typical little shit. Not really many people branch out and do something like creative or just super different. I was just always different as fuck, like even in high school. I was just always hella different.
Facts.
So I don't know. It was just, you know, a natural thing. But yeah,
it was
I'm
destined.
glad I made it out. Right? I'm glad I made it out. Ooh.
Yeah, it was destined.
Yeah.
One more question before we get off the music and get onto the book. You still get butterflies when you got to do stuff like perform and shit though?
Sometimes I do. I mean, like definitely, if anything, an equal amount of some yes, and then sometimes no, depending on the show. I think. But yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like when I was saying, like it was funny how you're like, "Oh, I noticed your confidence," and I'm like, "Y'all have no fucking idea."
Nah, I'm gonna big you up. It's Women's Month. It's still
Period.
March, ain't it? What's the
Hell
date?
yeah.
The 23rd is Women's Month. Shout out! I
Thanks.
wish I had I ain't got the soundboard, but I'm gonna give a little clap if our audience can give a little clap. And you brought your friend today, and she got the dress. You're the me. Hold on. I'm fucking with it. Facts.
We can do like this. Women's Month. Is that gangbang?
Okay, yeah, women's. You know I do the herbs and munchies. So,
Wait, I can't do it. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Anyway.
Facts. So you recently stepped into a new lane.
Yeah.
Again, that confidence was out there. And you dropped a book.
I did drop a book.
Anticipated Eternity.
Yes.
So just reel us in a little bit to the book. Don't tell us everything. Because we still want to get that book. Do you still got copies available?
I do have a few.
She sold out.
Yeah, I did sell out of them. I have like 2 physical copies left, and that's me throwing my personal copy into the stash. So I did sell out, which is lit, but they're available on Amazon. I'll have some more physical copies for, you know, people in the area or people that want an autographed copy. I will mail it or whatever.
Sure.
I will have, you know, some more soon because, you know, I got to take them to my shows and
I had
shit.
to buy one.
Well, yeah, let me know. That'll be lit. But yeah, hell yeah, it's available.
Facts. So, I mean, how did that come about? Was this something that you've been? Was it like a diary that you've been? You've been waiting to release this, or was this like spur of the moment? I'm about to get all of this out of here.
It was low key more on some spur of the moment type shit. Like I feel like it was something that I kind of thought about a little bit throughout time because, you know, it's really like works of like poetry and like quotes and stuff. And so, you know, I read books like that, like Rupi Kaur. I always bring her up every time because she's fire. A lot of people have heard of Milk and Honey. She's super dope. So I used to, in like R.H. Sin, black guy, he writes those similar type books where it's like poems and quotes and stuff.
I had to tap in.
Hell yeah, R.H. Sin, yeah. He's dope. But I feel like, yeah, I maybe thought about it, like literally just a thought like some years ago, just because I was reading that stuff and, you know, writing little poems and quotes. But as far as like when I actually like put it together and did the back end work, yeah, it was kind of spur of the moment. I don't remember. I think because I have a ton of books at home, and then I have like a bunch of notebooks, like you saw in my reel, like just notebooks. Stuff like that notebook was old. I'm talking about literally falling the fuck apart. Rhymes, poems, whatever. Thoughts. Sometimes it's just thoughts. Like you just fucking going crazy because you got anxiety. And you're just like, why is this happening? Fuck this. Like, you know, thoughts. You know, like I got it all, but I have mostly love stuff because like whether it's fucking sad or happy shit, like I'm writing about love. So that's why I was like, you know what, I could put like a little love vibe, you know, together. And so boom, Anticipated Eternity, which I actually knew a long time ago that I was gonna do. I was lied. I think I just lied. Who knows? I think I actually had thought about it a long time ago because I had
manifested it.
Right. A couple of books, and I knew I was going to call it Anticipated Eternity, but I literally never put any foot forward towards it. But yeah.
So what was that? I guess what was that production like? Like getting it all together, knowing you needed to go here to print, because a lot of people want to do that, but they don't know where to start. Where was your starting point? Of course, you had what you wanted to put in the book together, but I guess getting the book to where it's at now, how did you even start, or what did you search to get that printed out?
Well, my first thing was I asked, I'd be lying. I asked this girl, her name is B Jax. She has 2 books for sure that I know she made. I don't think she has a third one out yet, but she has 2 books out. And I used to see her posting stuff of like a few years ago. I asked her, like, how did she do her stuff?
Networking.
Right. And then research, I'll hop on YouTube in a heartbeat.
Oh, you on YouTube. Cool. Facts. I'll figure out everything on YouTube.
Yes. Like everything.
Yes, ma'am. You did.
So I looked on YouTube and kind of took the path that she kind of like told me that she took. And then, you know, I did more research on YouTube or whatever. And it really wasn't that hard. It's more like time consuming because you have to sit down and do the stuff and, you know, prepare it. And I was writing on physical paper, so I have to get the stuff into the computer. So that was really the hardest part, was having to type everything. You know?
Damn, you did it all yourself. You really.
I ain't about to pay nobody $500 to do some shit. I can do it in the room, chilling on the bed with a blunt.
Fire.
You know what I mean?
No, that's fire, because the impact that it made, you know, and you did it all from just your brain and you finally got it out to the public. That had to be a wonderful feeling.
It was. That's what I'm saying. My brain is weird, like, as far as like acknowledging when dope shit happens, like, which I acknowledge that it's dope. I'm a self-published author. Super freaking exciting. I plan on dropping, you know, many more books. I think too, when you're caught up in the process, so like, yeah, something is dope, but when you're caught up in the process and you're still not done, like, yeah, the book is out, but I still gotta push it. It's hard to revel in the fact that, oh, I just dropped a book. It's kind of like, okay, well, what am I about to do with the book? Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, hey, it was lit. My book event, that was lit. That was a special night. My book signing, my book release.
A dope moment.
That was super special. Yeah,
you had a lot of people. So you had people there reading your book while you were there. How nerve-wracking was that?
Super awkward. Even though I know you're gonna take it home and read it, even though I know I perform in front of people all the time, it's super fun. Even my friend, like, if I give you my book and you just gonna open it and read, like,
that's a different setting though, because you're usually everybody is screaming your name or something, but this time it was a quiet setting. Like the videos I was looking at, I was like, yo, she just walking around, everybody quiet, reading to themselves. It's like, damn, this gotta be a different feeling. You're like, damn, they kind of indulging my thoughts, my feelings, you know, and taking it all in front of me, and you know, just observing it.
Right. It was awkward, but at the same time, that was the point. And that's like my thing. Like, and that's why I just keep it so raw, like, as far as like not really putting on a facade. Like, I mean, yeah, you can look at my Instagram and gather whatever you want to gather about me and think like, oh, you know, but at the same time, I still put that other shit out there because I don't care. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people have thoughts and feelings and emotions and stuff that they don't say out loud. I'm going to say them out loud because somebody going to feel me. And I feel like that's what's, you know, make people fuck with me, and people that come to find who I am, that's what's going to make them fuck with me. Especially like my next book ain't going to be about love. So that shit, I think that one's going to hit a little harder. I'd be telling people though, like with Anticipated Eternity, like, you in a relationship, you might be all right, but if you in your feelings,
it's gonna get you in that tough
spot. There might be a
little
couple pieces in there that might be like, damn.
Okay, cool. No, I commend you for even stepping out doing that. I don't even know if I could put my life in words. I don't know if I got the time to do that right now. That'll be something when I get a little older.
Right, drop you a little memoir.
But
you know,
I guess you're supposed to ask women their age, but.
Oh, see, that's we don't.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that off the record.
Grown as hell. Let's just put it that way.
All right, cool. So what you got coming up, XL?
What I got coming up, I'm gonna release my what I call long-awaited single, Universe. It's a poetic song. I'm super excited about it. That was like one of the first solo songs that I started performing when I started pursuing my music career.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that out. Super dope. Guitar, super fire. The video, I'm not even going to talk about it too much because it's going to be so fucking fire that I don't even want to tell y'all because I know how y'all do.
So you about to be singing?
I don't do that.
I think you say, I wouldn't call you just...
Universe isn't singing though. It's just like...
I wouldn't call you just a rapper though.
I mean, yeah.
You got some melodic stuff.
I say I'm a rapper / vibe.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Cool. Well, I kind of ran down my questions list. Anything you want to add to this convo here? This is the first one, but it's not the last.
Nah, just hope that I can motivate people to pursue their dreams. That's all
Okay.
I'm gonna add. Yeah.
But Excel, I do thank you for coming through the Herbs and Munchies. You got Universe coming soon. Where can the people find you at? Where can they get your music? Where can they get your book? One more time before we get out of here.
Yeah, it's your girl Exhale Taop. That's EXHAL TAOP. Exhale, right? Period. The Art of Persuasion. Your favorite rapper / vibe and self-published author. I forgot I had to add that on there. Yeah, you can find me everywhere. You can Google Exhale Taop. You can go to www.exhaletaop.com. Yeah, everywhere. It's all the same everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I thank you again for coming through Herbs and Munchies.
Thank you for having me.
You bless my camera. You're beautiful with the naturalness, the hair, the everything. Thank you for coming through. Director E. I wish you could have been here, but this will not be the last time. We will sit down again, and you're gonna be right there beside me, E, because you done helped out Herbs and Munchies so much. You told me about Excel, and I thank you because this was a dope conversation. And y'all make sure y'all fuck with Director E, man, because she's shooting behind the scenes, she's shooting pictures,
and
she's shooting videos, and they fire.
Yeah, for real though, crispy.
Facts. But thank you again. It's been Herbs and Munchies podcast. Y'all catch me on the next one. It's your boy Von Don P.
And Exhale TAOP.
You dig? And we out this thing.
Let go.
Perfect.